Everyone thinks it starts with going viral. It doesn't. It starts alone in a dark room with a cheap setup and 0 subscribers. You hit upload on your first video, and your heart is pounding, and then you wait. 2 views. One of them is you. Nobody watches. Nobody comments. Nobody knows you exist. And you do it again anyway. You spend 8 hours editing a video that took 10 minutes to watch at 3 in the morning on a computer that can barely handle it. You talk to a phone camera on a wobbly tripod, feeling ridiculous, hoping nobody you know ever sees it. And there's a moment, usually around video 10 or 20, where you sit in the dark and genuinely wonder if you're wasting your life. This is where almost everyone quits. 90% never make it past the first year. Then one day, a stranger leaves a real comment. Someone actually watched. It's the smallest thing in the world, and it's enough to keep you going for another month. So you keep uploading. Same schedule, same effort, talking to almost nobody. Then slowly the numbers move. 100 subscribers, then 500. You start studying analytics like a science, watch time, retention, click-through rate. You learn that the thumbnail matters more than you ever imagined, and you make 10 versions of the same image trying to find the one. And the day you cross 1,000 subscribers with 4,000 watch hours, you can finally turn on monetization. Your first payout might be $40 for a month of work. It's almost nothing, and it feels like everything because for the first time, this thing you do in a dark room made money. The gear gets a little better. The room gets a little cleaner. But the work gets harder, not easier, because now people are actually watching, and the pressure to keep up starts. At 10,000 subscribers, ad revenue might bring in a few $100s a month. Still not a living. Then it happens. One video breaks. The counter starts climbing and doesn't stop. 100,000 views. Then 1 million. Comments flooding in faster than you can read them. Your channel triples in a week and you barely sleep, riding the wave, uploading as fast as you can. And then it fades. The graph drops. The next video does a fraction of the numbers, and you panic because you have no idea if it was luck or skill. This is where a lot of people break. The ones who survive it get back to work and prove it wasn't luck. Then the package arrives. 100,000 subscribers. The silver play button. And with it, real money, a channel that size can pull anywhere from $2,000 to $10,000 a month from ads alone, depending on the niche. That's the moment a lot of creators walk into an office and quit the job they've been doing all along. Now this is your career. You build a real studio. Proper lights, proper camera, plaques on the wall. And the money stops coming from ads alone, brands start reaching out, and a single sponsorship at that size can pay more than a month of ad revenue. But nobody warns you about the other side. The upload schedule never stops. The deadlines pile up. The pressure to beat your last video is constant, and creative burnout hits hard. Some of the biggest creators disappear for months because of it. And then there are the comments. Thousands of people love you, and some of them hate you, and the cruel ones are the ones you remember at 2 a.m. The ones who last learn to push through it, and then they learn the most important lesson of all. You can't do this alone forever. So you hire an editor, then a videographer, then a whole team building videos with you. You stop being just a creator and become the person leading the room. Then comes the gold play button. 1 million subscribers. At that level, ad revenue alone can mean $20,000 to $50,000 a month, and the real money moves beyond ads entirely. Brand deals in the tens of thousands. Your own merchandise line. Productions with cinema cameras and crews, because now the videos have to look like television. And people recognize you on the street, which is the strangest part of all. But the platform can turn on you overnight. Views drop for reasons nobody explains. A video gets demonetized. An algorithm change wipes out a strategy that worked for years. And the ones who survive that long survive because they adapt, they reinvent, they rebuild, they find the next thing. At the very top, it stops being a channel and becomes a company. A real studio. A full staff. Multiple channels. The diamond play button. 10 million subscribers hanging on the wall next to all the others. Creators at that level earn millions a year, but almost none of it comes from the platform anymore. It comes from brands, products, businesses, and the audience they spent a decade building. They headline events in front of screaming crowds. They sit at the head of a boardroom running a media company that didn't exist 10 years ago. And late at night, alone in a studio the size of a warehouse, they look at that wall of plaques and remember the bedroom, the two views, and the version of themselves that almost quit. Then they mentor some nervous kid with a cheap camera who is exactly where they started. 0 subscribers, 100, 1,000, 100,000, a million, 10 million. From talking to an empty room to building an audience bigger than most countries. Every level paid for in uploads nobody watched and years nobody saw. Being a creator asks more than almost any career on earth, because you have to keep going when the entire world is ignoring you. Which level surprised you the most? Comment below, subscribe, and join us for the next episode of Every Level.